Hello, my name is Raven. Welcome back to my channel. And if you do enjoy my content, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And today I'm going to be talking about my youngest daughter. She's 4 years old, and her condition, she has microdeletion syndrome. So I wrote a poem about it, and I'm going to be explaining like what that is exactly. I wrote this poem about a year ago. I have a daughter. As small as she is, she does struggle daily. She also has a sister named Kaylee. She was born with a disability. She needs stability. I have noticed something may have been off since she was 6 months old, but I would not fold. She couldn't walk till she was almost 2. Her muscles weren't strong. Me and her dad are not together. We couldn't get along. I had took her to her neurologist, and that's where she was diagnosed. I've always been there for her the most. She has microdeletion syndrome. It's rare. I felt so bare. Basically, a part of her chromosomes are deleted. So after all the tests are completed, she began therapy. She's like everyone else. She would not be left on the shelf. She has trouble eating on her own, so I help her. She has grown. She has some sensory issues. Sometimes I need tissues. She doesn't like to be touched in her face, hair, or arms and hands. She cannot walk and stand. Anything with her hair is like a fight, but she is also so bright. Clipping her nails, she hates it, she will yell. Her nickname is Belle. When she can't calm down, she has a weighted blanket to feel better. I don't wish this on anyone, never. She has autism, ADHD, insomnia, and also a learning disability. I believe she has a capability. There is a chance later on in life she could have schizophrenia. Hopefully, she can control the mania. Her father has it. He sometimes throws a fit. Even if she may have it, I won't give up on her. I will help her. Our future is bright but a blur. And that's my poem, and it makes it really emotional, just like thinking how everything like started. You know, it's been tough, but she's making a lot of progress. So basically, a part of her chromosomes are supposed to be there are not there. So she's really sensitive to touch. She's not really the hugging type unless she initiates the hug. And she doesn't like to be hugged too long. Her hair is a very big challenge. She hates the feeling of a brush, and brushes. I have gone through so many brushes, like maybe 5 or 6 brushes, and none of them really help. And I tried different products to make the pain less for her. Because I guess how they explain it to me, how she feels things is different from how we feel things. She feels everything intensely and it's uncomfortable. And sometimes it's just hard for her. If there's loud noise, she'll cover her ears. If the lights are too bright, she'll start a fit. She doesn't really like it. And then sometimes she'll pull out her arms that she needs you to actually like go in and do this to her arm all the way up here because she needs that type of sensation to be able to function. She hates when I have to clip her fingernails. She will scream like it's the worst thing in the world. Maybe for her it is because I have to like get her hand like this and she's really sensitive from there. And her eating is getting better. I still have to help her because she doesn't quite know yet how to hold a spoon, but she does have therapists, her occupational therapist, speech therapist, and she's like getting better little by little. she's working on her anger because she'll have the habit of getting really angry and she'll scratch or hit. But she's working on that one. And then with her sister around, she learns a lot because of her sister, so that helps her. And well, right now I'm in the process of always trying to tell her to keep her hands to herself, because now she has this habit of going up to you and like doing this to you or getting your neck and stuff. So I had to tell her, no, you don't do that. You need to keep your hands to yourself. So it's a big process. And they did all those tests to her, and well, when it first happened, they took her blood and they took her father's blood, and it turned out from his side of the family, that's what she has. And he has schizoaffective disorder, so they said there is a quite big possibility later on she could have schizophrenia. And I guess he felt very horrible to hear that. But for me, it's like, even if she does have it, I'll be there to help her through it. I don't want her to feel like she is alone. And she also has the autism, the ADHD. It's very weird because she'll sleep like really early because of her medicine. And then she'll get up like 5, 6 in the morning all full of energy. I'm like, where do you get this energy? Or some days that she doesn't even sleep and she'll still have a lot of energy. And she's always jumping around. And she also takes medicine for the ADHD too, to try to calm her down when she's at school. So it's been tough. And she has a weighted blanket. I guess the weights in a blanket make it more comfortable when she does have her fits in order to calm down. But it's hard, having a child that is disabled, because a lot of times you'll hear like, you're not gonna have a life and this and that. But I feel like when you're faced with this situation and they tell you your child is disabled or something's wrong with your child, I don't think the whole not having a life is really an option. It's like you have to do it. It's like they're more important than just going in and out and partying and everything. So at least for the moment, if I can't do a lot of things that girls my age can do, I feel that it's worth it because I'm helping her. And even later on in life, I will be there to help her, if things get more difficult. She's my baby. It makes me want to cry though, because that was a memory of how she couldn't walk, and I feel extremely horrible because it's like one of her uncles from her dad's side was trying to force her like to walk when she was like less than a year old. And then they were like, no, Raven, you're spoiling her and this and that. And it was just the fact that she really could not walk. And nobody seemed to get that because nobody knew. And I just feel extremely sad about that. It's like she really couldn't walk. And we were just forcing her, like acting like, oh no, she just, doesn't want to or stubborn or whatever. And the same thing happened about how I found out she has insomnia, because I really thought, oh, she's being, a little baby that doesn't want to go to bed. And that night I could tell, like, in her eyes, she really could not go to bed. And that's when they said she has insomnia, and that's why she has to take medication for the time being. So yeah, that's my story of my baby. And if anyone out there has any questions about microdeletion, or if you have any kids that have any type of disabilities, just leave me a comment or message me.